This should be the 6th and final tutorial in this video editing series, and this is how to now output the video that you've put together. So we've got our timeline here. This is still set up just the way I had it from the 5th video, where we've got a few graphics and some transitions up here, and then some sound editing so that it goes a little weird on the sound, but that was totally intentional.
And today I'll be...
So now what we want to do is we're going to think of this as our finished video, and we're going to make it into a video clip that we can upload to the interwebs. So you want to make sure you have your timeline set up here. One thing to note is as you're editing, you can make duplicates of these timelines to make multiple different edits. So I'll just show you how to do that first, just because it's a good idea to know how to do. So here's our rough edit. Select that, and you're going to right click on it, and you should see up near the top the option to duplicate. Then click on the title, and you can just change it to, say, edit 2, and now you have a new, you can see I have one for the tutorial that I'll edit this actually into. But then if you double click on the icon for it, it'll bring it into the timeline here, and now you have 2 different timelines you can work from. So if you say we want this transition only to be here, and say made some changes, the rough edit still has the original set of changes, and edit 2 now has its own set. So if if you do a version, show it to other people, get feedback, and then want to do another edit, don't go back into the same original timeline and just edit that. Make sure you make a copy first, so that just in case you want to go back to the way you had done something before, it makes it a lot easier than having to completely recreate it. So for now, let's not worry about edit 2. Let's just say we're going to output the rough edit. So I just closed the edit 2. And so now with this, make sure you have this selected, because if you have other stuff selected, you might not get the same option in the menu. So make sure you have your timeline selected, and then go up to File, and you're going to go down to Export, choose Media, and then it brings up your video. You can look through your video here. You can, with these carets here, if you just want to take a little piece, you can shorten the amount that you're outputting. So let's say we just wanted to take just this section here, just because it was slightly different than than one of our other edits, but we didn't need to see what was before or after. You can trim it down this way, but for now, what we'll do is we'll take all of it. All right, and so, all right, so then up here are output settings, the settings you want, and they should default to this once you have it set. The format you want is H.264. That is the sort of universal streaming format. So you want that, and then you're going to go to your output name, click on that, and it's going to show. Then you can choose where to save it to, and we'll just call it Edit Rough 1, and then hit Save. And so it should update there. If you wanted to put it in a different folder, you could do that. That's all up to you. And then you want to make sure that both export video and export audio are selected so that you get all of that. You don't need to worry about the summary. It should just match basically what's that preset here, match source high bit rate. You can just take what it was before and just make it as nice as possible. You can pretty much skip all this stuff down here. You don't have to worry about it. So you will hit export when you're ready to export it. And then it takes some time for it to render. And when it's done, it just takes you back to your original edit. And so one thing to do that I've been meaning to tell you over and over and over again, but I keep forgetting, is go up to File, choose Save. Do that lots. There is an autosave that autosaves every 5 minutes, but still, if something goes wrong and the program locks up, which doesn't happen very often, but sometimes it will. Then you don't have to worry about trying to recover all of the stuff that you just did over the last 5 minutes with all of the moving around of graphics and whatnot. It can be very frustrating. All right, so that is the end of the tutorial series.